Even all remarks here, back again with another video, back again with another Oculus Go video, and it's exciting. We now have the release date for Real VR Fishing. It's going to be released the 21st of this month, so should be tomorrow as of this video. I will have 10 copies of the codes to give away, so to find out how I'm going to give those away, make sure you join my Discord at discord.remarkers.com, because I've not got the codes yet. They aren't going to be sending me them on release date, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to give them away, but I'll let everybody know in my Discord how to get a copy. The game actually is £8 or $10, €10, so it's worth kind of grabbing and joining my Discord to try and grab yourself a copy. But without further ado, let's crack on and check out Real VR Fishing, which is a photorealistic fishing game. I did a video on it sort of way back when, it's probably about 6 months now, where I did a VR 180 video, so 3D, sort of seeing all around you in front of you, sat by a canal while I was playing it. My kids are off hiding in the background sort of thing, being good boys and sort of not disturbing me. So check that video out if you want to. I'll put a link to it up above down below. But this is now the finished game. I'm going to show you sort of all the changes, all the sort of cool stuff that's in there, and we'll sort of see what it is. But spoiler alert, I love it. I think it's great. But let's check it out. Right, this is Real VR Fishing. That loading screen there is stereoscopic. It's 3D, that fishing rod's coming out, there's depth to it, that's a nice touch. From the start, this feels like a premium game, which is something I think the Oculus Go is lacking, some of these premium content games, and this is definitely one of them. I do know they're going to be looking to put it onto the Quest, but for now it's Oculus Go only, and it works pretty well, and I'm pretty impressed. So welcome to my cabin by the lake. We can just use the touchpad to click on the front, left or right to turn around, click on back to move around. You can kind of steer yourself with your head as well. Here's my fish tank, my aquarium, where with some of the fish that I've caught. You can kind of customize it and stuff. I'll show you that sort of thing in a second. We can kind of come out here. We can kind of enjoy the view. To be fair, it's quite peaceful. I like this. This looks really nice. The sort of background itself is clearly a very high resolution photo, and then everything else is kind of sort of in-game stuff, but like everything is like super sharp, super nice. We can jump in this chair here, we can spin around, we can get out of the chair, we can go back in here, we can sit on these chairs if we want to, sit by the fire, spin around. We can have a little wander over here, have a look at some fish and fishing lines, some sort of tackles and spins and spinners, some rods. We can also come over this other side. We'll look at the main menu in a second, and you actually have like a trophy cabinet. If you kind of hover over them, there's certain achievements to unlock for doing certain things, like catching and releasing a certain amount of fish, upgrading your aquarium, catching fish in daytime and sunset and all that sort of stuff, and some sort of hidden ones. But here's your main menu. So you get this huge TV as a menu with some nice speakers. I quite like this setup. I wouldn't mind a TV this size. So first option here is the map. Baked into the game at the moment is South Korea only, and you get 15 fishing locations. So you unlock them one by one. You start off, I think, is it this one, with the Han River. And as you catch enough fish, you either keep the fish for money, which you can spend in the shop, or you can release them for experience points, which levels you up to unlock more fishing locations. So fish and tackle, we've got various different things here. You can switch between your different rods. You can have your spinning rods and your casting rods. I think I've got mostly the spinning rods at the moment. I think I've unlocked all those. Have I got a casting rod? I don't think I do. But in the store, you can buy yourself one. So $227 is what I've earned so far. I can buy myself a casting rod, and they do have different stats, do slightly different things. That one's probably my best one at the moment. You can do different reels, 2 different reel types. Lures, we've got a few different ones. The lures are different for each fish, and we'll go into this kind of when we get into the game, but certain ones work better at catching certain types of fish. You've also got your aquarium, where you can buy sort of different sort of backgrounds for your aquarium, choose to turn them on and off and that sort of thing. So you can customize your aquarium here, change the different walls, unlock some of these things down here. So some of these are unlocked by achievements. So we've got one there with like a submarine and stuff, which I haven't unlocked yet, but I need to. You've also got an MP3 player, and I actually don't have a music track in here at the moment, which is unfortunate. But you can actually put your own MP3 files into the music folder on your Oculus Go, and it'll play the music tracks, whatever tracks they are, while you're playing anywhere. and you can control them and do what you want to do. So that's a great feature. I'm really impressed they've got that in there. You've got some tutorials which kind of teaches you how everything works, and then some settings. So you can try and change the music, you can change the sort of graphic quality. So if you want to save a bit of battery, bump it down to low, keep it on high, 72 Hertz would be nice. There's 3 different difficulty settings, and maybe we'll keep it on normal for now because I'll show you that when we get in. That does kind of affect gameplay a little bit. And then you've got sort of units, how do you want to sort of measure it, the weight and the length and stuff like that. And then you get some control options, and then you can kind of set the time of day outside to real time. So whatever time of day it is in your actual real life location, it'll change to, or you can force it to one of the 3 different times. And also look, it's got cloud storage, which is something you don't see in many games these days, if any. I'm not sure any games that do this. So what this means is you can save it, you can reset your Oculus Go, you can re-download this game and then load your game save again, and you get it back again. So at the moment, there's no cloud storage in pretty much any game that I'm aware of, that when you reset your Oculus Go, even your Oculus Quest as well, you lose your game save. So this is pretty cool. This is actually pretty nice. So make sure whenever you kind of get the opportunity, you've done something good, come in here and hit save. There is an option here that's coming soon for multiplayer, so it'd be quite nice to kind of chill out in here together, chatting and showing off each other's fish, doing whatever fishermen do when they're doing. But let's jump in and show you the actual game. So let's do the first level, so the Han River. And these are pretty impressive. So what you get is a 3D photorealistic background. So these rocks are super high quality. They're all kind of, you know, 3-dimensional. It's all got kind of a feel to it. You genuinely feel like you're sat here. The audio is great. You've got birds chirping even. You've got a boat in the background sailing around there. You've got another one there. You get other things happen, like birds or ducks swimming around or flying in the sky, or even some of the nighttime ones. You get fireworks and all sorts. It's really clever. So the quality of this, I don't know if it's going to do it justice in this game, but the water looks nice. That's the computer generated sort of part of it. So same as this fishing rod. So look how detailed that is. That glove, that hand, that rod, it's just like the reflections move with it as you kind of move it around. This is some high quality VR fishing. And I think if it was a little bit cooler inside my house at the moment, I would feel like I'm sat here next to the water. So you can plink and plonk it into the water if you want to, but the game works pretty simple. So at the moment we've got it set on, I think, the normal difficulty setting. So if you pull in the trigger, you bring up your special sunglasses, and then you can see the fish in the water. So it almost gives you kind of like a fish vision. You can press left and right on the touchpad to cycle through your different lures, and you can sort of see the green fish means you're more likely to catch that fish with this lure. So if we wanted that big fish there, we're going to need to use this one here. So all you do to cast is hold in the trigger button. As you can sort of see there, it's kind of getting ready to cast, and just fling and let go. And it works pretty well, pretty much all the time. And then I would say just kind of like tap the sort of reel, just kind of bring it in. So you pull the trigger to kind of pull it in. You're trying to track the fish. You can see it looks like it's going for it. Is it going to go for it? We should get something appear on screen. If a fish gets it, there we go. And just flick it up to set the hook. And then you just pull the trigger. As you can sort of see that bar, you want to keep it out of the red and out of the blue. So the more you hold the trigger, the more it kind of pulls to the right. And then when you get these kind of arrows, you've still got to be reeling, but you kind of fight against the fish as it's going forward. And there's a few different sort of variations of this. There are times where you do catch a big fish and the thing does disappear, but when you get close enough, it then just flick it up, and then look at the quality of that fish. That is, I don't know if you'd even get a higher quality looking fish on full PC VR, let alone Oculus Go. That is just crazy. So you can actually turn the fish around by touching the kind of touchpad, so you can have a proper look at your fish. You get kind of what it is on max level already. I can either release it, and what I will do is release it, but you can sort of see the weight, the length of it. If you keep it, you get some gold, but I will release it because if you look down when it releases, it does go back in the water and swims away. How awesome is that? So let's catch another fish, shall we? Let's try for that big one again, shall we? See if we can hook a big one, because what you get, the big ones, they take forever to bring in. They're not easy. You've got to really try to bring it. You know when you've got a big one because the red bar and the blue bar will be a lot bigger. So here we go. Oh, and you can sort of see the fish is like a little bit dazed now because we managed to kind of play it correctly as it was coming in. So you got to pull the fish over to here. There we go. We haven't got the big fish. And flick it up. Here we go. So we can spin the fish around, have a little look. Once again, look at how cool that is. I mean, I actually want 6 dots so I can actually get closer to it, but it does look awesome. So let's click keep. That goes to our money bank. We've now got 15 more sort of dollars or bucks or whatever it is. And it also goes to our sort of aquarium ready for us to put in there as well if we want to. So what I will show you as well, if you press back on the touchpad, on the actual controller, you get this sort of tablet up, and then you can choose the different options. So from here, you can change kind of all your kits, your fishing rods. You can choose your music. So if you've got more music, you can kind of change and switch out the tracks and all that sort of stuff. You can check sort of how tall you are. So if you feel like you're too tall or too short or whatever, you can change that up, make yourself feel a little bit better. And you can change all the options in here. What I would say is let's turn it up to hard difficulty. And we'll change the map. Let's change to one of the different ones. This is a nighttime one. Let's go over here. We'll change it to the middle difficulty. And oh yeah, like it says on the screen there, you can actually take a screenshot by doing the trigger and the touchpad at the same time. So here we go. This is a nighttime one. This feels like you are here. This is just ridiculous. As I say, if I was colder, if I wasn't as warm as I am at the moment, I would feel like I'm here. I mean, I guess maybe it could be warm here. But look at that, the reflections on the water, how bright that is. You can see the traffic moving in the background there. And the sound effects, like you can hear cars in the background. It's awesome. Right, so let's do this. So if we cast now with hard difficulty, you can see now we get a tablet rather than glasses. So rather than that kind of X-ray vision, you now sort of get this tablet, and you can still sort of click through your different lures. Let's try and go for the green ones. We can see they're about there. And then if we kind of cast, that goes away. And what we now don't get is the on-screen sort of help. So you know the kind of little sort of tags that came up with sort of telling you sort of lean left or lean right and all that sort of stuff. We don't get those anymore. Oh, and we've got a runner. It's a big one. Is he too big? Is he too big? Oh, he's okay. Sometimes if you get one of the big fish, like I think I've hooked at the moment, they'll just run away and you will lose them instantly. So this is a proper one that we've got here. So we've got a beefy one in here. So what I would say is, like, if you see the splashing up like that, go straight up in the air. If it runs to the side, sort of pull the rod to the left or the right, depending on which way it's going, and continue to kind of pull it in as much as you can, because there's a hell of a lot of line out here, more than we actually sort of put it. Oh, he's making a dash for it. Oh, and he's gone. And that's what, unfortunately, what you get with the big fish is quite often they'll just disappear. They'll just be too strong. You'll hook them and it'll just break your line regardless of what you've got to do. But what I would say is you've got to kind of match your bait, your tackle, your rod and everything to whatever you're trying to catch. So let's kind of jump out and sort of hit one of the other locations. Let's kind of have a look at a few. Should we have a... Let's try to find a... Oh, look, we've got fireworks. See, that's what I'm saying about this. Look, they've got fireworks going off. You'll come back to this level later and there'll be something different going on. Like, they do vary a little bit. And, oh, let's go to a raining one on the Dong River. Yeah, that was childish. But yeah, so super high quality. Here we go. So we're on a river. This is pretty cool. This actually feels, once again, like you're on the river. If we change the difficulty to hard, so expert even, you don't even get the glasses, the tablet come up. So if we exit that and we cast, we just literally cast. You don't get any guidance, any help, anything. It is just literally like this, and you've got to kind of wing it, and you don't get to kind of see whether you've got the appropriate bait, where the fish are, all that sort of good stuff. What I would probably recommend you do is, if you do one of these levels, is maybe you sort of stick it on hard, just bring up the tablet so you can sort of see, choose the appropriate sort of bait for the lure for what you're fishing for, and then stick it back onto expert, because you get points based off, you get 3 times multiplier on your experience and your gold, your money, for keeping it on expert. You get 2 times for hard, and you only get 1 times obviously for sort of keeping it on a normal sort of thing. But now it's raining. It feels like it's raining. It sounds like it's raining. it couldn't be more realistic, I think. Apart from me actually getting wet and the Oculus Go dripping all over me or something, I don't think it could be more realistic. Let's try again. Over there a little bit. What I would say is, if you feel that it's not casting exactly straight, make sure you do it nice and straight. But look, this is kind of pulling in pretty smoothly, looks pretty cool. What I would say is you can look around and enjoy it while you're kind of pulling it in, because you do hear kind of like a splash when something hooks onto your spinner, your lure. Is something going to go for this one? Am I going to not get any fish just because I'm trying to show off with the expert setting? But then that's kind of like real fishing, isn't it? You know, you don't get something every time you cast out in real life. So this keeps it kind of quite realistic. What I think we'll do, we will stick it back to easy or normal in a minute, just so you can kind of see what it's like, because there are some other things, like if the fish jumps out of the water, you kind of strike up to kind of daze it, because if you can kind of play the fish right, you do kind of make them a little bit confused, and can kind of get some extra sort of line in. Oh, I want to get anything in here. Let's try straight out in front of us. But I was playing this for hours, unlocking these levels and stuff. I'd probably say within a couple of hours you can easily unlock all 15 levels, and then it's just a case of kind of unlocking all the extra stuff. I've unlocked probably maybe half of everything at the moment. You can obviously want to unlock everything, so the more you play, I'd say keep it on expert to get the most amount of money for your efforts. But I'm not catching any fish at the moment. This isn't very good, is it? But it works quite well. I mean, you can only access the menu when you've got the lure in, sort of thing. So when you're sort of before you cast. What you do see is like your line does change colour, so I think you've got to kind of keep it white for the sort of best possible sort of attractiveness for the fish. If you kind of leave it and it goes red, it's not going to go red now, it means it's probably a bit too far away. So we just stick it on easy, just so you can kind of see. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do a different location. I want to try and find one of the locations where it was a boat. Was it this one? There are some where you actually sat on a boat. Now you can only cast in one direction. But at least you kind of sat on a boat. I think it's this one. Let's just jump in. There's a couple where you sat on a boat. Oh, here you go, there. So you just heard the boat stop. So you actually heard the engine turn off. That's a nice little touch. So here we are again, in level, a pretty cool bridge. I think in this one you do get birds or ducks and swans and stuff swimming around. It's pretty cool. Let's put it back on to easy so you can kind of see a little bit more what it's all about. So here we go, let's put our magic glasses on, change our lure. I don't know whether to go for the easy one or not. Let's go for some of the smaller ones, just to get some fish. Because the big ones, I mean, they take a little while to catch in. So maybe I'll do a live stream with a fishing live stream if you guys are interested to see that. And we'll try and only land the big fish. Because look at the size of that big one over there. He's huge. That's kind of the fun thing about using this mode, really, is that you can see the fish like that. They're going for it. We've got to wait. We don't want to scare them off. Just pull it in slowly. Go on, fish. Go for it. Go on. Go on. Yes. No. You've got to kind of keep it moving. Otherwise they do. There we go. There we go. In. So strike up to set the hook. And then just pull the trigger. There we go. Pull to the left. Keep pulling the trigger in to kind of keep reeling. And there we go. We've stunned them a little bit. And once they get close enough, bing, fling it up. And there we go. Woohoo! And an achievement. Fish Hunter Grade 1. Oh, and I just chose keep it, and I didn't even mean to, because I was just clicking, but I was going to have a quick look at that fish. Oh! I just cast it out without meaning to then. I was obviously doing the sly little flick. Let's try over here, shall we? There's a few fish. But now, look, now all of a sudden it started raining. It wasn't raining when we first got here, and now it's raining. So I would say this game is one of the highest quality games you can get on the Oculus Go, and I'm super impressed. I mean, as you can kind of hear by my enthusiasm for this, I do like fishing. I'm kind of a very casual fisherman. I do tend to do a little bit sort of rod or sort of whip fishing. Oh, that was terrible. I wasn't aiming at all. But if you kind of hold the trigger in here, it does go faster and faster. If you do mess it up like that. But let's try again over there. Oh yeah, there we go. Right by that green fish. Let's get it next to him. And you can kind of just wing it in pretty fast, and they will go for it. But I do kind of find just kind of like tapping it to bring it in does work quite well with kind of getting fish interested, because you want to kind of play it, make it look like an injured little fish, and they might go for it. Should we go for that big guy over there? Shall we? Should we just go for it? Oh, I just took a picture by mistake. That's quite good. Taking a picture is quite good if you've caught a really impressive fish. So if you catch this big fish over here, and then those pictures are saved in your headset under the pictures folder, for you to be able to... Oh, there he is, there's the big guy. Go on, big guy, have it. Go on, have it. Yes, I'm gonna wait for you. I can see him. Look at the size of him. Oh, he's on. Oh, and he's going for it. Look, you see the red and the blue bars are huge on this one, and you just got to let him run. Oh, there we go. Because quite often, if you hook a big one and your kit isn't good enough, it'll just break the line straight away. But I quite like playing this. I quite like playing this on expert, because you then sort of feel like you are genuinely fishing. These sort of on-screen prompts are fine. They work quite well, and if you're kind of a bit more casual in your play, or a kid's watching it, you can do that. Like there. Oh, no. Ah, I got free. There we go. He jumped out of the water then, and you had to kind of flick the rod the direction. So the big fish are really hard to play. I've played some of them for 10 minutes or more and then still lost them. And it's been a bit gutting, but it's been worth it. It's been pretty awesome. So, I mean, I don't know what else to show you in this, because this game is just incredible. Should we go to a different location? Let's go to the very last one, shall we? So you can have a look. You can choose the lodge there if you want to go back to where you came from. But here we go, another one. There's a nice little shaded bit of water, but we're still in the sun. We've got birds flying around. I mean, this just looks awesome. I mean, you need to play this for yourself to really appreciate what it's like. Maybe should we try and play for that one over there? We've got some big fish. We've got the big fish frog on our rod at the moment. So if we're going to get a big fish, it's going to be with this thing. And see if we're going to land a big one. We all like a big one. Go on, go for it, lad. Go on. You know you want it. Go on, bite it. Yes, he wants it. He's going to practically get here. Oh, it's clearly a catfish. Look at the size of that thing. Are you going to go for it? Are you going to go for it? I'm going to leave it there. No, you're not going to go for it, are you? Go on, go for it. Let's try again. Quick. Before it gets away. Let's bring it in. Oh, there we go. Is he going to go for it? Go on, eat the frog. Eat the frog. You've got to keep it moving. If you just leave it, they go, I don't want that. It's too close. How about that one over there? Let's go between the two of them, see if we can get both of them interested. The one in yellow might be a little bit easier to catch. Usually the higher the colour is, the less kind of interested they are in the bait. And as I say, you can swap your sort of lure to something that is appropriate to the fish. Like the little fish, they don't want to eat a frog, so they're not interested in that. But we can bring this in. Oh, look, got two of them looking at it. Go on. Oh, here we go. Oh, and it's making a run for it. Calm down. Oh, yes. Oh, that's always a bit tense when you first hook those big fish. Play that over there. Oh, and the big fish definitely sort of give you something to work towards. And even though you're only pulling the trigger to bring it in, I mean, you could, like, if you had 6 off, you'd be reeling it in. That's the only real sort of difference. I mean, you could obviously maybe, could you walk up and down the shore in 6 off? I mean, they wouldn't have the photo sort of information for that, so I'm not sure whether that actually be available. I guess what we will see is some sort of multiplayer at some point, whether that... Oh, no. Oh. As I was saying, we will see at some point some multiplayer, so whether you get to see somebody on the bank next to you, maybe just a floating avatar, or just a rod, I don't mind, whichever way around it is, would be quite cool. And maybe they really only have the same view you've got, but it looks to you like they're further down. That would be quite cool. And to be able to kind of chill out and chat with people while you're playing, I think would be pretty good. So kind of like I was saying before, if we kind of actually get rid of that a second, switch to a rod, a bait that attracts more fish, and then stick it on expert. Oh, I think it was lagging a little bit there because I was because I'm streaming, I'm recording at the same time, so it's not going to be perfect, but it still holds up very well. It's doing a real good job, and I just love the quality of this game. I just can't get enough of it. And as I say, this is probably the longest I've played any VR game, even since the Quest has come out. So I've been playing Quest, I've been playing Beat Saber and all the stuff that comes out on that, but I've definitely been playing this more than any of those games. Mainly because I like fishing. That probably has something to do with it. But it is really well done. It's a lot of fun to play. Nice and relaxing. I mean, I don't tend to go for those kind of relaxing apps where it's just kind of looking around and somebody's chatting to you about calming down. It's not the sort of thing I enjoy, but I do enjoy good, high quality 360 photography and games like this. They've done a really clever job of making this look awesome. Like now, look, we've got birds flying around up there. Yeah, I mean, like in some of the levels, you look around and there's like cars driving by or people moving or all that sort of stuff. So yeah, awesome work they've done in this, and I can't give this game a bigger thumbs up. Let's stick it on easy, just so catch a fish to end on, or normal even, just so we can kind of play and catch fish. There we go, we've got plenty of fish there. We can see whether they're interested or not. All the way out there, that fish. So is he interested? He's interested. Go on. I think when it's on expert, you feel like you're a little bit cheated. Because I was playing on expert then and I wasn't getting any bites. Stick it on where you can see the fish and then you get a bite. But there we go. Play the fish left and right, up and down. As I say, there are times where you have to kind of whip it in the air the right way. But you just got to play that nice balance in that. You don't want it to go too loose. You don't want it to go too tight. And up we go. There we go. A skin carp. Love the sun achievement as well. But we'll keep that. And let's go back to the lodge. So choose the map. Choose the lodge. And go. So there we go. Back in the lodge again. So we've got our fish tank over there. If we want to kind of add some of the fish we've caught, we can just come over to here to our aquarium. Click on fish. And if they're sort of green, here like skin carp, there we go. We can go +1, add it in. And then we can just go over and see if we can find our skin carp. Was that the skin carp up there? No, it's a common carp. Where's the skin carp? Is that the one over there? What's the one down there? I'm not sure which one it is. But this game is awesome. I can't wait to see them updating it. I do know they're going to add more sort of levels, some more sort of fishing spots. I saw them chatting to people about getting more photos and stuff to do it for fishing locations in beautiful spots. But absolutely massive thumbs up. The guys on this game have done an awesome job, and this is absolutely one of the best experiences you can get on your Oculus Go. So there we go, real VR fishing, and as I say, absolute must buy. I'm super impressed with this. It plays well, it looks well, it sounds great. I'm not sure what they could do better than what they've done now. They've had it kind of in development for a long time. As I say, they are looking to bring it to the Quest. They are submitting it for Quest approval. If it gets in there, it'll have sort of 6 DOS so you can actually reel in. But other than that, it's going to be exactly the same sort of game that we've got there. Can they make it look any better than that? That looks pretty smart as it is. I'll be interested to see if they could make it look any better. But as it is, if they add some multiplayer and some more fishing locations, either as kind of like DLC maybe, I don't know, or they're just going to chuck it in free, I'm not sure. But even so, that game is absolutely perfect for your Oculus Go. An easy one to play wherever you are. It's not going to give you kind of motion sickness or anything like that because you're not moving around a lot. So it's the perfect game for everyone. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. As I say, I do have 10 codes coming to me to give this away. So do join discord.remarcus.com. So join my Discord. I'll let you guys know in there. I'll try and let you guys know in like my community tab on YouTube and my stories and all that sort of stuff as well. But the best place to get the best heads up is in my Discord. So as I say, I'll have 10 copies to give away, so make sure you stay tuned to find out how you can get those. But if you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. That's fine. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. But do let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like it. I'll try and do better for next time. Become one of the Remarkables, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified when I next upload a video. And that's me done. I'm out. Have a virtual high five.